Very good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Under Lesson, which is from Unit 5, How a Chinese Billionaire Built Her Fortune. It's all about a woman. Let's see how she actually built her fortune. Quite interesting, right? Let's see. I guess out of all 5 units, this lesson would make you think of dreams and how to build them in the real life. I wanted to tell you something here. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams because every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember one thing: you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Let's see how this woman built her fortune and stood as an example and stood as a role model to the upcoming generations and the upcoming entrepreneurs. Most of us might be knowing much about our mobile phones, and some of the people not be knowing much about their mobile phone, what they're actually using. Some may talk about the best features of their phone or the brand of their phone. Will be impressed about a phone mostly on seeing its size, shape, and the screen. Earlier, mobile screens were made up with the plastic. You know one thing? What happened? But a woman changed its appearance by making the screens with the glass. She is none other than Zhou Kunfei, who is from China. Come, let's discuss much about her. Zhou Kunfei is the CEO and founder of Lens Technology, and also she is known as the world's richest woman, who was born in a tiny village called Jiangjing, located in Hunan, West Province of China. You believe me or not, it's only her estate which is standing on $27 million, which is nothing but 27,000 crores in our Indian rupees among all her assets or acquisitions. How all this possible? How all these things possible to her to achieve it? Let's see how she became or earned this much assets or acquisitions. She always hangs around her factory to look after the works of it, whereas sometimes she checks on the machines, and if they won't work sometimes properly, she turns into a mechanic in order to make them work. I just wanted to give you an example. I wanted to give you an example. A person whom I have ever seen. He is none other than our secretary TV Redisa. When I was thinking about this woman, no, I was thinking I would better give a real example in order to get closer to this talk. So then our secretary triggered in my mind because when I'm reading her background, when I'm reading her accomplishments, you believe me or not, I can really see our secretary and somebody supposed to be like that. So we the one who's supposed to take somebody as an example, or when you're taking someone, when you're setting someone as your role model, make sure it is not about the appearance that you follow, but it is about the principles that they followed. See, the woman is just like that. So how come she built? How come she actually earned 27,000 crores of estate? All because she is workaholic. And when it comes to her, even though she loves to be simple, she is very neat, always wears owl like glasses, and you can see an angelic face. Nice. If you see her lifestyle and childhood, she lost her mother, and her father was a skilled craftsman who lost his eyesight and also a finger in an industrial accident. Eventually, she dropped out school at the age of 16 in order to support her family. She raised pigs and ducks. Later, she joined in a company to polish the glass, and she has to work there from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And the work was so drowning and dull. Because of that long hours and monotonous work, she resigned to the job. Her boss was pretty much impressed with the reason what she mentioned in the resignation, and immediately her boss asked her to stay back and promoted her in his company. She worked there for several years and saved a good amount of money to start up a workshop for making watch lenses. Her relatives too helped her in establishment of that workshop. She began trying to improve the quality of watch lenses, and most of her work was self-taught, self-learning. She became popular in making of finest watch lenses. Her first. So when it comes to the next point, we're going to talk about her married life. So she's not that much fruitful, and she's not that much successful when it comes to her marriage life. Firstly, she married her previous factory owner where she worked earlier, and they had a kid. They had a baby boy, and after several years, they were not actually that much connected together, and they took divorce. And later, after a couple of years, she married. She went for a second marriage and had a baby girl. Yeah, coming to the next slide. Huh. This 2003 was a great turning point in her life. Those days, most and also it was considered as a gigantic mobile company. When Motorola came to know that she was making watch lenses with a glass instead of fiber, even they wanted to proceed with it. If you observe earlier days, our watch lenses are actually made of fiber instead of glass. And she's the woman who actually introduced this glass on watch lenses. And one day, she received a call from Motorola to make the mobile screens with the glass. As I told you, till then the mobile screens were made of plastic. Why they have changed to glass instead of continuing to use or continuing to use of plastic? Because these glass screen are more resistant and durable to scratches, and also it provides a sharper images for text and media. She made the screen for the model Razr V3 of Motorola. This is the mobile she created the glass screen. Following this, Joe Conway started touchscreen maker lens technology. She has stated that over the years, she has started a total 11 companies. The company received its name in order to be more visible for its potential customers in the online searches.